Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For this video, it's going to be in two parts because I get really excited when I get things in the mail and I want to open them on camera, but I don't necessarily want to try them out right away. Like for example, today I'm wearing the makeup that I wore all day at work today, and it's like 9 o'clock at night and I'm gonna go to bed after this, so I'm not gonna use all the makeup right now. But I am gonna open it up and show you guys what I got. So I'm excited, and Jan from Seattle, you're gonna be excited about this one. All right, so first thing, I got my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus in the mail. Now my Glam Bag Plus is shipped at, actually all three of my bags shipped at different times. So the Glam Bag Ultimate should be here tomorrow, and the regular Glam Bag, it said it should be here around the 15th, so odd, but whatever. And then I got this package from Ulta. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, so first thing I noticed when I opened this box is that the message is different. It says discover yourself. I wonder if they got a new owner or something. Inside it says October 2019, flaunt it. And again, it lists everything that's in my box. So let's see what that is. First thing I see is this all over starlight powder stick from Steep, I think, and it's in the shade Ultraviolet. Let's open this and see, without ruining the box, what this is. So these are the full-size products. All right, so this is cute. It comes in this little thing. Let's open it up. Cute, look at that. So it looks like a highlighter. Let me just take the back of my hand and sweep that. Ooh, pretty. It's like an iridescent pink. I'm definitely going to be using this. And sorry that my lights make it kind of hard to see this stuff. I don't know. It's not really showing up, but in person, it's this really pretty iridescent pink. And, oh, cool. So it twists so you can get more. It's kind of like a lipstick in that way. So that is cute. I'm excited to try that. Nice. All right. Next thing on the list is this Betty Boop and excuse me, Betty Boop and Ipsy That's So Betty eyeshadow palette. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. So it comes in this packaging, and then you open it, get all the dust off there. That is really cute. When I was a kid, I used to love Betty Boop. She was like my favorite. Okay. These shades, these aren't shades that I typically use, but I think they will start to be shades that I use just because of my hair color. I think they might go with, I don't know. Anyways, I always like trying things, so this will be fun. And I like this shade here. It kind of has this like pink undertone to it, so that is cute, and that is really sparkly. Hope I'm not, nope, I'm not mixing that up with the highlighter. See how bright that is? Wow. Okay, so it's got a cute little mirror in there. We'll be testing that out. Let's just close this back up. so we don't lose track of what we're trying out. Next thing is Dr. Brandt Dermabrasion Age Defying Exfoliator. Interesting. Let's see what it smells like. It smells like medicine. Maybe I'll try this when I clean my face tonight. So, dampen skin, massage, blah, 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 rinse well. Okay. Cool. So, we'll try it. Next is Lovecraft Beauty Bronzer Palette. I love this packaging. This is so pretty. So we'll open this up and see what we've got. Nice. So now I have some new bronzer. These kind of look like they're all the same shade. They're not, but they all look very similar. This one is definitely got like a sandy undertone. This is more kind of a tan. This has like a pinkish undertone. So nice. I like this packaging, and it's got the magnetic closure, which I appreciate. So we'll set that aside. What is this? Oh my god, this looks so cute. So this, I think, is the one that I chose. So you get to choose a product from now on. This is Jewel Smith Beauty Power Gloss Namaste All Day and Serene Clean. So we'll open this up. Nice packaging, by the way. I'm already in love with this, and I haven't even tried it out. Look at this pretty pink sparkly, yeah. Doesn't really smell like anything except maybe like moisturizer. And this one, so this is more like a sheer sparkle, and this is more like color, and it still has some gold flecks in it. So I think that's really cute. I don't know if maybe it's just the eyeshadow, but anyways, this feels really thick, really creamy too. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but we'll find out. And then lastly is the bags. You actually get bags now with your Glam Bag Plus, and you didn't used to. And this is so cute. It's a Betty boot bag. It looks like leather. I'm sure it's faux leather. Sniffing it just to be sure. And it has these like sequins on the back. They don't do the reverse thing like some, I mean, you can flip them, but there's no color under there. But this is really cute. I'm really happy with this. And I think I actually get 2 of these because they said this time around their bags will actually be the same, and then moving forward they'll be different. So okay, I'm going to be using some of the new products I got from my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus and trying out my new Venus XL2 palette from Lime Crime. So one of the things I want to do is try out this Tarte face tape. I'm gonna give it a go. I don't wear foundation, but I've heard good things about it, so we'll see. Maybe a good foundation will make the difference. I just don't like how foundation feels and looks on my face. I feel like it accentuates all the bad stuff, including all my fuzz, and I'm just not a big fan. But we'll give it a go. I've already started. I put on my Pure Lace Matcha Green Tea Moisturizer, my 111 Skin Radiance Rose Gold Radiance Booster, my I Do Care Straight Radiate Radiance Moisturizing Gold Gel Cream. So I'm gonna start with this. I don't really know if you're supposed to do foundation and then concealer, or concealer and then foundation. I don't use this stuff. So I think I remember seeing people use foundation first and then concealer, so that's the way I'm gonna go. And I still have some lash glue in my eyeballs from the other night. I feel like no matter how hard I scrub my eyeballs, I always have like remnants of lash glue, whatever. All right, this is in Fair, I believe, is what the gift thing said about foundation samplers and all that. It came from Ulta, so, and yeah, it says right here, 125 Fair Sand. So let's try it. I'm gonna get a new sponge for this. And here we go. I like that these don't smell like anything, because some of the other sponges that I've seen, granted they were from Wish, they kind of smelled like burning plastic or something. Okay, so I don't know if I'm supposed to put it on my face or here. Also, this isn't a wet sponge, so I never wet my sponge. However, I hear that you're supposed to do that, so let's try it. There we go. And whoa, look, it got all bubbly. That's cool. Okay, I'm easily amused. I'm just gonna put it on my face, I guess. And see if that goes, if that's enough. I don't know. Might be. Looks like it is. And I'm just gonna do this like I do my concealer, I guess. Dab, 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 dab. This stuff smells interesting. Kind of perfumey. A little chemical-y. I'm gonna get it in my hairline so I don't look crazy. After this, I'm going to get my nails done and I'm super excited. Do my lips so I look pale as heck. Oh man, all this dabbing. Show my double chin so I can be sure I get all that. Get it all up in my hair so I look real crazy like. I don't know how to apply my makeup, so I also put it in my hair. Okay, where's my little mirror? Let's take a look. Ugh. I look really pale, and I can see every hair on my face. Great. I'm gonna put just a tiny dabby more for my areas that I feel like didn't get enough coverage. Of course, I'm gonna put concealer over this, so I don't really know why I'm doing this, but whatever. Nothing wrong with being a little extra every now and then. Okay. Interesting. I'm not hating it, but I'm not liking it because I don't like foundation. But I suppose if I wanted to use foundation, pardon my sleep lines that still seem to be on my face for whatever reason. I wonder if that's a bad sign. Doesn't bounce back. Doesn't bounce back. I have collagen loss. I'm getting old. Now I'm just gonna do my concealer as per the usual and see if it like rubs off or interferes or seems weird somehow. Doop, 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 doop. I really need to get my eyebrows done. I probably shouldn't be doing makeup so I can get my eyebrows done. But fuck it, who cares? Oh, I just said the F word. Sorry. I have to edit that out. Let's spray the sponge again. See what happens. Does it get all bubbly? Bubbly. No. Disappointed. Why is there a bubble on that one though? But not where I just put water. Weird. Okay, anyways. Enough playing around. Why do people wet their sponge to do this? Wonder if it helps disperse it more evenly or something. Definitely feels nice. Nice and squishy. And maybe, so I tried this method before, but I used a Wish sponge, so maybe that was the difference and why it didn't seem to help or work well. Maybe that sponge just wasn't very absorbent. This definitely feels different than the other sponge that I tried. I hate having makeup on my nose. Whatever. Can't really rub it off because I put foundation on, so I guess I just gotta fill in the spots. Alright, now I think I'm gonna use the dry sponge for the setting powder. And I'm gonna hurry up and put this on because with it being wet, I feel like it'll crease a lot faster. Corners of the eyes are always the hardest to get because they just wanna like the skin sort of like puckers up, I guess. And I don't know if you're supposed to put this all over your face when you use foundation, but I'm gonna use a brush to do that part. This is Ciate London Extraordinary finishing or setting powder, I don't know, but it's translucent. Ah, yes, now that I am paler than pale. Okie doke. Let's do the brows. So I don't look totes crazy. I really need to fix these brows. Hold on a second. Okie dokie. So I have clean them up a little bit. Just a little bit. And now, I'm gonna find my Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette and my brow brush. Wherever is my brow brush? Here it is. So I started using this dark brown that I usually use in conjunction with this like dark red color, just because it matches my hair right now. So yeah, gives it a bit more of a tint like my hair. Nothing too crazy though. Don't want to look like a lunatic. When I do my brows, I like to use this brush to sort of disperse the color up front, because it's kind of hard to get these little like baby hairs without making it look totally awkward and unnatural. So that is why I do that. Usually I drag from the bottom and then go up, but not all the way up. So it still looks sort of feathered at the top of the brow. There we go. In case there was any fallout, just fan brush that away. All right, so now put that away. Bronzer. I'm gonna use this new bronzer that I got from my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus Lovecraft Beauty Bronzer Palette. And the shades are Cymbeline, Saniva, and Aditya. Look at this. Can you read that? I don't know what that stuff means. I mean, if you do, more power to you. All right, so I'm peeling off this sticker. I like that they have a sticker to keep this plastic seal on here. I like to keep all my plastic covers on any of my makeup products that come with one. Okay, so because I'm so stinking pale today, I'm gonna go for this Cymbeline one because it's the lightest. And I'm using the same brush that I usually use for my bronzer, just a brush I got from Wish. Eventually I will get some good face brushes, but for now these work just fine. I'm sure once I do get some decent face brushes, I'm gonna be like, Why did I never do this before? But until then, what I don't know won't kill me. So, I'm wondering how this will hold up with foundation on. If I'm gonna be like rubbing my foundation off, it's gonna look weird. Is it gonna blend poorly? It's kind of hard to tell because I've never used this particular bronzer before. So if this bronzer itself doesn't blend very well, then I wouldn't know that because I have foundation on that I've also never used before. So I guess when you're kind of like testing the usability of products, maybe you shouldn't do all new stuff at the same time, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the shade of this bronzer with the paleness of my face and the color of this hair. I want more of a chocolatey brown, so I'm gonna, did I put it away? Nope, right here. I'm gonna use the In the Balm of Your Hand palette and use this matte shadow and liner, which is that sort of like dark chocolatey. Yeah. And you might be thinking, holy cow, that's so dark. Well, yeah, but I'll blend it out. Don't worry. Won't be looking crazy today. Or maybe it will. Who knows? I'm using this sponge because I'm trying to blend this a little more with the foundation, and it has some left over, plus this is supposed to be a blending sponge, so maybe it'll help blend this just a little bit better than a brush. I mean, already I feel like it's blended my forehead a lot better, plus it kind of removes a little bit of that excess product. Okay, so I feel like that looks good. We'll give the Lovecraft palette another go another time with a different look and see how we feel about it. I'm not like saying I don't like it or anything. It's just not what I was looking for today. So that's cool. No harm, no foul. I'm gonna get blush. So I want to use this Ulta blush that I haven't been using for a while. It's this one here in the shade Flamingo. I always have a hard time opening these things. I'm sure it's gonna be worse after I get my nails. So I like this one. It's a little metal magnetic tray, so you can keep this and replace this. But anywho's, so I did my blush and my highlight I used the Huda Beauty Golden Sands Seychelles for the highlight, and then I put Lynn from the Jeffree Star Morphe palette. For whatever reason, my phone stopped recording like it likes to do. So I'm gonna just show you, I did a quick swatch of all the shades from the Lime Crime Venus 2 XL palette, and I'm gonna show you what those are. So I'm gonna bring you in here. This is the palette here, and we've got the shades In Bloom, Crown, Sage, Thorn, Ripe, Forbidden, Stella, Myth, Eve, Laurel, Radiant, Ivy, West, Obscure, Mystic, Phoenix, Locust, and Classical. And I've swatched all these shades for you here. So those are all the shades swatched for you. I've got to decide, interesting, what I want to do. So I don't even know. There's just so many pretty shades that I'm trying not to die of excitement. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna go sort of safe-ish, and I think I'm gonna use Ripe, Sage, Locust, and Ivy. Maybe Myth. I don't know. We'll just start doing something, and you know, it always turns into something cool eventually. So my hot mess of a table I've got going on here. Let me just sort of organize this real quick. I'll skip this part. Okay, so I'm gonna start. First thing I'm gonna do is take the shade Ripe, which is the lightest tan matte shade that's in here, and I'm gonna put it in the crease. I usually like to do something similar to this in all looks that I do. It's a nice starting place, transition shade, if you will. Just something to kind of get you going. And I just want it lightly. I feel like the right eye was a little darker than I had intended. So because of that, I'm gonna take this Farrah 35E tapered blending brush and just tone it down a little. Grab my little brush holder here. Now that I've done that, I think I'm gonna take Sage, and I'm gonna use my SL Miss Glam. Actually no, I'm gonna use my 65E M mini shading brush from Farrah, and I'm going to go into Sage. That's that green matte shade. I'm going to put it on the outer corner of my lower lids on both sides. Okay. I actually think I want to put that across the whole lower lid. So I'm going to just cover both sides, both lower lids in Sage. And I'm gonna kind of try to blend this into the shade Ripe that I put in the crease. Bring it up slightly into the crease as well. The shade Ripe is in the crease, but also a little bit up in the upper part of my eye. So they're gonna blend in the middle at the crease. And I'm gonna take my 35EM mini tapered brush from Farrah, and I'm just going to try to help these blend a little bit better in the crease. Bring these two shades together. Okay. I'm gonna take my Morphe M573 brush that has some lin on it. I'm gonna take from the top brow bone and sort of blend into Ripe to give a seamless blend there. Now I'm going to take my SL Miss Glam angled eye brush, the E61, and lightly tap in Ripe and put it right above the crease there, because I don't want to lose that shade and it sort of can get lost in Sage. And now I'm going to take my Farrah 35E tapered blending brush and just diffuse that slightly into the brow bone. So there's a clear color change, you know, from Sage to Ripe, but they sort of blend real nicely in the middle, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at these and see. I think what I want to do is take Obscure, which is that pretty shifty lime color, and put it in the center of my lower lid and sort of blend it from side to side. I don't want it to just be like a dot in the middle there. Okay. And I'm gonna take Myth, which is this pretty like almost silvery shade, and I'm gonna put it on the inner corner and bring it in. Myth has a gorgeous shimmer to it. If you guys can't see that on the camera, it's a shame because it is absolutely beautiful. And I'm gonna dab it into Obscure. Obscure is a pretty lime color, but it doesn't have a lot of sparkle. And you guys already know how I love my sparkle. So Myth is coming over onto Obscure, not losing that pretty lime green shade from Obscure, just it's sort of like a shadow topper Myth, that is. Now I'm gonna take Locust also on my finger. I like to use my finger for some shades sometimes. Before I do that, I'm gonna use the SL Miss Glam brush where I put Myth and just sort of brush it away from Ripe. So on the inner corner of my eye where the crease is, and you're like, I don't want the bottom lid to bleed into the upper lid above the crease. So I'm going right on the inner corner above the crease and just sort of trying to brush away any of this Myth that's bleeding into Ripe, because I want there to be a pretty nice defined line. I know as I go throughout the day, because I have hooded lids, that's gonna get in there, but you know, for now, try to prevent that. So I'm gonna take Locust with my finger, and that's this pretty brown shifty green shade, and I'm gonna put it on the outer corner of my lid, my lower lid there. And I'm not just putting it on the lower lid, I'm kind of bringing it into the upper lid as well. So this is sort of gonna transition up into the shade Ripe. Okay, now I'm gonna use the SL Miss Glam with the shade Locust and just bring it up into Ripe. Sort of, I guess we can bring it through the whole upper part. I don't want too much on the inner corner of the upper lid, mostly concentrated on the outer corner of my eyes, but I do want to kind of bring it in just a little bit in the corners. So again, taking the SL Miss Glam brush and just doing like a smoky effect on the outer corner. And this is really cool because when I'm looking straight forward, it looks brown, but when you turn, it shifts into a green. So it just has this really neat color change, color shift, duochrome, whatever you want to call it, duo. Now I'm going to take the Farrah 35E mini tapered brush and just sort of diffuse this outer corner because it was looking a little sharp. I don't like when it looks like that. You know, just like bold color lines. Doesn't look well blended. I don't like when my makeup looks like that. So I'm just taking this. Francis is knocking things off my shelf. It's fine. Blending. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with Myth. Beautiful shimmer shade, and I'm gonna bring it, tapping it. I don't wanna sweep it because I don't wanna muddle the colors, but I'm just bringing that pretty shimmer across the whole lower lid. And just tapping, tapping, tapping. Now I'm gonna go back into Obscure, put it right in the center again, just because I want to make sure that we don't lose that. In either Locust or Myth. Okay. And then I'm going to take Locust, put it right on the lower outer corner. I'm going to take Francis and scoot him out of the way. I love you. I love you. It's my little rag doll. He's not really a rag doll, but he behaves like a rag doll. Yes, he does. I go first. I go, baby. Mama's doing a video, okay? You gotta go. I think he knew I was sad because he's been super attentive lately. Yeah, you even cuddled with Mama this morning, didn't you? Okay, you go. No, you go. That way. Cat hair. Okay. Now, what do we want to do next? I think I'm gonna take In Bloom. I was thinking about putting it down here, but I don't like to put pink shades on my lower lash line because I feel like it just makes it look like I'm really tired. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna take Locust. I was looking at West before I said that. I'm gonna take Locust with just this like wish brush, and I'm gonna bring it down underneath my lower lash line. And see how that does. I would love to be able to use the liners on my waterline, but I've never found one that works and doesn't bleed into my eyeball and just make me miserable. So I stick to putting shades on my lower lashes and not on my waterline. If anybody has a recommendation, like if you've had that issue and you found a liner that works, I'm more than willing to try it out, because I would really like to be able to do some of the looks that I see where, you know, people are putting liner on their waterline. I just can't do it. Not yet anyways, but I still have hope. All right, I'm gonna fan brush any fallout that might be. I'm not seeing a whole lot of fallout from this palette. So that's good. I did sort of bleed that into the crease here on my right eye. Of course, that always happens to my right eye. It just is the way that it is. My only issue with this look right now is that it isn't very like bold like I usually do, which is okay, but I just don't want it to look like day old makeup, you know? So I'm gonna take Locus on the SL Miss Glam brush, and I'm gonna put it in the crease more than before to kind of make this a little bit more of a, you know, like fresh makeup look, instead of like, oh, that girl's had her makeup on all day and it's like fading. Okay, then I'm gonna take this Farrah brush, blend the tops of the shade Locust into the brow bone slightly, ever so slightly. Okay, taking this M573 brush, the Morphe brush, and I'm gonna go back into Lynn from Jeffree Star on the brow bone, because I don't want to muddle it up. I don't like having my colored shadows touching my eyebrows. So I like there to be a nice line between them. I'm gonna do something, but I don't know what yet. What does Eve look like? Eve is a really pretty color, but I don't know that it will go into what I'm doing right now. What does Crown look like? I put Crown on the brow line, on the brow bone. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, so I'm putting Crown on the brow bone. Don't mind if I do with some sparkle. Crown isn't really like a shade, so it doesn't break the rule of not having shadows touching my eyebrow. It's more like a sparkle. I'm gonna put it in the inner corner as well, because why would you not? Woo. Look at that sparkle. Okay, I think we're good with this. I'm gonna do some liner and lashes and see what that does. I can always go in and add more after I do liner and lashes, but sometimes liner and lashes just make the look. So I'm going to put all this stuff away, and when I'm done with that, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna try out this Jewel Smith lip gloss that I got in my Glam bag plus. So be right back. Okay guys, so here is my liner and my lashes on. Something I do want to do, I am adoring this sparkle that's going on here. It's all over my hands. If you guys can't see this on the camera, it's a shame, because it's amazing. And because of that, I'm actually gonna take Crown with this 65E large shading brush, and I'm gonna dab into it, and I'm gonna put it on my cheeks because it is so darn pretty and sparkly, and I'm obsessed. So Jan from Seattle, you're a genius. Thank you for recommending this palette. I'm in love. I'm gonna be using this for all kinds of things, I can already tell. And loving the sparkle. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I will zoom you guys in at the end, but this is just absurd how beautiful this sparkle is. I'm gonna go in with Myth. Add a little of that sparkle. I know it's like a green shade, but who cares? Can't really tell. Anyways, it's really sheer. So, yeah, beautiful. I'm I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Here we go. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do, I noticed that the bottom wasn't very pigmented. So I'm just gonna take Locust and go right under here with this pencil brush from Farrah, just to kind of darken that up a little bit. This is the 105E pencil brush from Farrah. Going all the way to the inner corner with this. And oh my goodness, I love it. I'm gonna put some on the outer corner here too. There we go. Ooh, ooh, so pretty. Okay. Obsessed. Loving it. Thank you, Jan, for your recommendation. All right, so last but not least, I'm gonna be using the new gloss that I got from Jewel Smith Beauty. And let me just put my palette back in its little handy dandy case. Ooh, so pretty. There we go. The lashes I'm using are my Flirty lashes from Kiss. I used the black lash glue from Kiss, and I used black liquid liner. All right, this Jewel Smith. So this says, inspired by the power and purpose of gemstones, our glosses provide balance, harmony, attraction, confidence, and well-being. Agate power, or agate, I don't know. Boost creativity, harmony, and protection. Pink quartz power boosts clarity, energy, and enhances meditation. So Namaste All Day and Serene Queen are these power gloss that I got. So this is Namaste All Day. This is Serene Queen. I think I'm gonna use Serene Queen because it's a sheerer shade, and I don't want to detract from this beautiful eyeshadow. So we'll try this on. I love the gloss. I don't love the shade with this because I think it's detracting from it. So let me try something real quick. See if we can diffuse that with the Ofra and Madison Miller gloss. Tasty. Okay, I think that's good. So kind of toned it down a little bit. Love this stuff, by the way. It's also got a beautiful sparkle to it. So that's it for today's look of the day. Let me check out, see if I need to do anything else. Any more blush? I think we're good. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a fantastic day, and I hope that you always remember, no matter who you are or where you are loved and you are enough. Bye.